What's going on, and crew? My name is Andrew. Welcome back to a brand new exciting video. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna level with you. I'm totally off my game. I upload 3 times a week. This is the 3rd video of the week, and every single video I've started off with complaining about how I'm off my schedule and off my game. Right now it is almost 2 a.m., 2 in the morning, and I am filming a YouTube tutorial. Yep. That's my life. Yeah, I got behind again today. I had work again today. I have work tomorrow morning as well, so just... But it actually kind of worked out because earlier today, actually, like a few hours ago technically, give me un momento, Sir Peter McKinnon. My computer is taking forever. This is concerning. 13 hours ago from when I'm filming this, and about a day ago from when this video is being uploaded, Peter McKinnon made a video. It's called the Instagram Photo Challenge, and at the beginning of it, he has this really like flashy hologram effect, and everyone was like, that is so cool, and I actually got a specific comment from somebody asking me to break down how he did this effect. If you guys want to see more tutorials on Peter McKinnon, then let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys learned something new. Without further ado, I'm going to shut my pie hole, and we're going to start talking about this effect. I filmed this footage a little bit earlier. It's just me sort of mimicking what Peter McKinnon did, and honestly this was like the hardest part of the video thus far. Making it look natural and not super cheesy is quite a challenge, actually. Debatably harder than the actual effect. Now what I'm going to do is import this into After Effects by hitting replace with After Effects composition. Now I am going to be teaching you guys the base effect, essentially the need to know stuff for this effect, but I'm not going to be going into quite as much detail as Peter McKinnon's effect is. I'll teach you guys what you need to know, and then if you want to make it as detailed or even more detailed than Peter McKinnon's, you'll know what you need to do. So what I'm going to start off by doing is going over to Layer, hitting New, Solid, changing this to black, hitting OK, hitting OK. And now we just have a nice solid black background layer. We're going to go back up to Layer, make a new solid, and we're just going to make this one like a light gray, something like that. Now what you're going to want to do is draw the outline of what you want your hologram to look like. I'm just going to do a basic square, but you can be as detailed or as not detailed as you want. I'm just going to go over to this rectangle tool and hit Q on my keyboard. This toggles through all the different options that we have, and I'm going to use the rounded rectangle tool. I'm just going to draw a rectangle, something like that. And now what I'm going to do is just import a photo from Instagram. Quick little plug, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, then my Instagram is at AndrewJMES. I just dragged a quick photo in that I recently posted on the gram, and I'm just going to scale this down and then reposition it. Now if I was doing this effect for real, I would use a bunch of different photos, but because this is just a tutorial, I'm going to duplicate this and just use a bunch of the same photo. Cool, so now we have all of our photos inside of the little hologram. Now I'm just going to turn off this black solid layer, and I'm going to pre-compose these 2 layers by hitting pre-compose. I'm going to scale this way down, and now I'm actually going to turn this layer off as well. Now what we have to do is track the motion of my phone moving. So what we're going to do is select the bottom clip. We're going to go over to tracker. If you guys don't see this option, go over to window and make sure there's a check next to the tracker option. Hit track motion, reposition it somewhere on the phone that you think it's going to be able to get a good track on, and then just start scrubbing through the clip and tracking the phone. Alright, cool, so After Effects actually did a surprisingly good job keeping hold of this phone and tracking it all the way through. Now what we have to do is go over to Layer, hit New Null Object, go back over to the tracker, hit Edit Target, and change it from Precomp 4 to Null 1, hit OK, and then hit Apply X and Y, hit OK. And now we've got all of our tracking data on the null. I'm going to rename the null tracking data. And now what we can do is turn back on our hologram, and over by this parent/link, just drag this little squiggly line onto the tracking data null. Now as you guys can see, the hologram is tracked to the movement of the phone. Now what we're going to do is hit toggle switches and modes. That's going to bring us over to the blend mode, and we're going to change the blend mode from normal to overlay. Now what we're going to do is go over to effects and presets and type in an effect called Venetian blinds, drag that onto your clip, and bring the transition completion all the way down to about 30%. Maybe a little bit less, let's try 20%. And now go back over to effects and presets, and we're going to add an effect called glow. Drag that onto the hologram. We'll change the glow threshold to about 40, the glow radius to about 250, and the glow intensity to about 1.5. Now we'll hit R on our keyboard, we'll hit toggles and switches again, and we're going to check this box that enables 3D. Now we'll have a bunch of different kinds of rotation. We can rotate on the y-axis. Maybe we'll tilt it up a bit as well. Alright, cool. So now when we play it through, you can see we've got this nice looking hologram on the phone. Now what we have to do is just animate a few different things so it's a little bit more interactive and just a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to hit S on my keyboard, keyframe scale, drag the keyframe over a bit, and then we'll bring the scale all the way down to 0. So when it turns on, it's coming out of nowhere. And now what we need to do is animate the swiping. So right here is about where the swiping starts. So I'm going to go into my pre-comp. We're going to add a new effect called motion tile. We're going to drag that onto the file with the pictures, and we're going to change the output width to about 400. We'll select mirror edges. So now we'll hit P on our keyboard, keyframe position. We'll go back to the main layer, see where the swipe ends. It's about right there. And then we'll drag the position to about -2000. And then we'll select the keyframes and hit F9 on our keyboard to add some easy ease. So now if we go back into our main layer and we watch it through, you can see as I swipe my hand, it slides through. And now the last thing we're going to do is sort of just animate myself pulling out one of those pictures from the screen. So we're going to drag in that Instagram photo again. We're going to change its blend mode to overlay. We're going to copy the Venetian bands and the glow and paste them onto that picture. And then we're also going to enable the 3D, and we're going to rotate it the exact amount as the hologram. That looks pretty good, but you just can't see it enough, so I'm going to angle it a little bit more there, and I'm going to scale it down as well. And now what I'm going to do is hit S on my keyboard, keyframe scale, hit P on my keyboard, keyframe position, hit U on my keyboard, that brings up all of the active keyframes, and I'm just going to drag those forward a bit, and then I'm just going to move the position about on top of the hologram, and I'm going to change the scale to 0. And then the last thing we have to do, and I forgot, this is important, is we need to parent this to the tracking data. And now as you guys can see, it looks like I'm pulling it out of the screen. I'm going to go ahead and tweak the design of this a little bit and just clean it up, and then we'll RAM preview it and watch the final work. And there you go, guys. That is what I'm talking about. That is how to do this nice iPhone hologram photo effect. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you guys want to see more tutorials on my man Peter McKinnon, then let me know down in the comments below. As always, guys, if you are new to my channel, if you are new to the And Crew is a place for creative entrepreneurs, aspiring editors, aspiring YouTubers, aspiring filmmakers, and just people like that. If you guys feel like there's nobody around you who thinks like you do, nobody around you who dreams like you do, then the And Crew is the place for you. If you guys have not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss another upload. I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays every single week, so have a great weekend, And Crew, and I will see you guys back on Monday. Peace!